Hello. Episode 16, Lift More, Lose More. I'm quite excited for this one. I've been known as the ranty one for a bit, but Scott's going to have a rant. So, over to you, mate. Go for it.
Thank you very much, Peter.
You're welcome.
So, I'm gonna try not to rant actually.
No, do it. Rant.
So I'm gonna go off on one a little bit. Pete can fill in the blanks, and then we'll see where we end up. So, I keep seeing PTs claiming that they've upped their clients' calories and they're losing weight. Their clients are eating more than ever and they're losing weight. I've seen one very well-known person claim that he's upped every single one of his clients' food, calorie intake, and they've all lost weight. At best, it's clever marketing and bending the truth a little bit. At worst, it's lying. It's lying. No, let's carry on.
We're going to go through the fire alarm.
So at worst, it's lying, and it's dangerous to a degree. If you've got someone 2 to 3 stone overweight, the last thing they need to do ever is consume more calories. It's what's got them there in the first place. The confusion part. Say you're counting your calories now, whatever amount that is, and you're not losing weight, you need to drop those calories. You may need to up your output a little bit, but from a calorie point of view, they probably need to come down. But if you're reading all the time that you're not eating enough, I've upped all my clients' calories and they're all losing weight, then you don't actually know you need to drop your calories. People are saying, right, there's the fire alarm, I'm going to carry on. But, there's 2 seconds.
The longest fire alarm in history.
So, if you're always seeing that, oh no, you need to up your calories, going low calorie is dangerous, which it's not. You can drop your calories quite low, and as long as you're sticking to them, it's not a problem. So, yeah, like I said, at best it's just clever marketing. At worst, it's lying, it's dangerous, and they're fucking idiots. But I'm going to touch on a few points now. So we're filming this on a Thursday morning, and just imagine you're coming in for a consultation in this freezing cold room now with me and Pete, and we're talking about your nutrition. One of the first questions may be, what calories are you on? And you may reply, I don't know. So there's scenario number 1. You have no idea what calorie intake you're on at the moment. Therefore, we don't know. Therefore, it's just one big guessing game. So we will, if we go down the route of counting calories, we will figure it out, do certain equations, and give you a calorie amount to hit. We've got nothing to compare that to, so we can't then claim that we've upped your calories, dropped your calories, or whatever. We're just giving you a figure and sort of hope for the best. It'll be an accurate-ish figure, but it's still a guessing game. So that's scenario number 1. You have no idea how many calories you're consuming. And to be honest, hardly anyone does. Scenario number 2. So say you've said we don't know how many calories, you said you don't know how many calories you're on. We may say, right, before the consultation, bring us in a 2 to 3 day food diary, so we've got an idea of what we're dealing with. So it's Thursday, you'll probably choose either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sort of missing out the fact that at the weekend, you've been out on the piss all weekend, you've maybe had a Domino's, you've had a takeaway, a lot of high calorie food and liquids. You felt guilty. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you've been living off chicken salad. So you bring this food diary in with 3 lots of chicken salad every day, and we're like, oh, bloody hell, you're not eating much here. Let's up your calories a little bit. It's not the case, because you've smashed about 5,000 calories every day over the weekend. So your actual total daily average will be a lot higher than we think on this perceived food diary. Sometimes you're not going to tell us the truth. If you've met us for the first time and we've asked what you're eating, are you going to admit to snacking on biscuits? Are you going to admit to having a couple of wines a night? So you leave them off as well. So scenario 1, you have no idea. Scenario 2, we're going off a food diary that probably doesn't tell us the whole picture. So I can't remember what I was going to say now, but scenarios where you can up someone's calories and they will lose weight. It doesn't happen all the time. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say actually. Say you've come to us and you've got a desk job. So you sat around doing fuck all day apart from typing, which doesn't burn many calories. You drive to and from work, doesn't burn any calories. Then you go and sit at home and watch Netflix or whatever. Doesn't burn any calories. So you don't train, there's literally zero energy output. You then go to a trainer and you're training 5 times a week. So you're lifting weights 5 times a week. On top of that, we've told you to hit a certain amount of steps, 10,000 steps, because that seems to be the go-to figure at the moment. So you've gone from doing literally fuck all to weights 4 or 5 times a week and 10,000 steps a day. Obviously, with that massive added energy output, you could potentially then be eating more food. So we're still manipulating the calories in, calories out. But, so this is where the clever marketing sort of comes into it. You are eating more food in theory, but we've also got you exercising about 10 hours a week. Now, what else happens when you go on a diet? You cut out alcohol, you cut out takeaways to a degree and things like that. You up someone's veg intake, you probably up their protein. Both of us probably come across people who eat enough protein. So you've upped their protein, which keeps them fuller for longer. You stick half a plate full of veg on the plate. In front of them, they've got a lot of food, which is why we do it. It's a lot of food, but very low calorie. So it's high volume, low calorie foods. In your head, you're probably thinking, well, it is. That is a lot of food. But it's not more calories. It's just a higher volume of food. And all you're doing is replacing the empty calories, if you like, from the high calorie foods of takeaways, from all the alcohol, and replacing it with low calorie foods. So in your head, you're eating more food, but it never actually relates to more calories. I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll check my notes.
Yeah, he's actually gone all in on this one.
When you rant, you need notes.
We've spoken about similar things before about energy in versus energy out. It's as simple as that. So these people are liars. One of the first things I was told when I started taking food diaries is generally the first food diary you'll get off someone is just nonsense. It's not necessarily they're lying. It's not necessarily they've left stuff off. But if you've made the decision to come to a trainer, so other things are changing in your life at that point. So you're having 1 week out where you're going on the beer, and then you go, right, I'm going to start this trainer on Thursday, right? So I'm going to Friday I'm going to start eating well. Or you've gone from you might be 3 stone overweight, have been for years, and you go, right, I'm going to do a few things better. So that first food diary we get off you, which generally isn't reflective of what you actually eat.
Yeah.
So even if it is perfect, and you've done it on MyFitnessPal, and the calories are exactly what you're eating, that isn't what you've been eating for years. So that's not, eating that diet hasn't got you overweight. So we can sometimes get a case where, I've recorded everything, I'm eating 1,200 calories a day. Alright, well you could probably get away with eating 1,500 to 1,600 a day. So you're like, you've upped my calories. Well, I haven't at all. I haven't upped your calories just from that 1 week of dieting. That's all. I've upped from that 1 week. I've not upped your diaries overall, or your calories overall. Your food diary the next week will be completely different because you've got a social event on the Saturday, you've got things like that. It's completely different. You get comfortable with a trainer, you stop putting in quite as much effort into your nutrition. and we got back to what we were at before, then we start taking food diaries, and your calories are actually much higher than what they were on your initial food diary. So for me to say, I'm going to up your calories, I just can't do it. I might be upping them from what you've eaten that week, but I'm not upping them from what you've been taking in for years to get you into the overweight position. So when people are saying they're consistently upping people's calories, they're just not. It's just another example of personal trainer bullshit. I put a post out on my Facebook the other day of the best things you've been told by a personal trainer that are bullshit. And there's so many of them, but this is one it's come around with the Joe Wicks, eat more, train less. It's just utter nonsense, and he gets around it you eat more because it's more volume, so like the plates are full. And I've had people say, I've never ate this much food before. Quantity wise, you might not have ever ate that much food. Calorie wise, you have. And train, it's just nonsense. So we train less because it's less time. It's very selective and very good marketing. And people fall for it, and people say, if you eat 6 or 7 meals a day, you're going to up your metabolism and things like that. Like, you're not. It doesn't matter, you're just upping your calories. These things are all myths that are perpetuated by this ridiculous industry that we're in, where people lie to make money. And they do it all the time. So upping calories doesn't result in weight loss if everything else stays the same. The only time upping calories results in weight loss is activity levels go up through the roof as well. So as Scott said, if you go from a very sedentary life to a very active life all of a sudden, yeah, you can probably eat more. But that's not reflective of what your life. I'm not upping it and changing it from what your life was. It's what your life now is. So we've upped it for that week. So don't get caught up in the marketing nonsense. It gets to us all at some point. We all need to have a rant. Scott's vented. Got anyone else?
Yeah. Right. To be honest, I won't name them, but it's just this one person just doing my head in at the moment. But I just want to touch on like low calorie and very low calorie. Like someone mentioned starvation mode to me the other day. It doesn't really exist unless you eat literally nothing for quite a long period of time. I'm talking days and days. So you can sort of forget about that. But someone asked me last week, like, when does low calorie become too low calorie? And the only instance of that is when you can't stick to it. So you can diet down on 900 calories safely-ish, as long as your protein's like adequate, as long as you stick to 900 calories. But if you're dieting down on 900 calories, but then it's leading to binges of 3,000 calories, and that's taking you out of a deficit, then it's too low, and you might be better off putting it up to 1,300 or whatever it is, and you may be able to stick to that 1,300. Or, and this is really only seen in extreme cases, sort of when you get into the last few weeks of a contest prep or photo shoot, and that the low calories just leads to your energy levels crashing through the floor. So your NEAT drops down. If you track your steps, you may find your steps come down drastically. Your training level becomes pathetic. So again, if we take that 900 and you've stopped moving around, so rather than being active, you're sat on the sofa, rather than burning X amount of calories in the gym, you're burning a much lower figure, then again, you may be better off increasing your calories, and that extra little increase will make you more active and you'll be burning more calories. But apart from them instances, that's about it. And I know it's fucking boring, but the rest just comes into calories in, calories out, and manipulating them. I think that's about it.
Yeah, spot on. Like, we all need around some time. We could probably sit here and rant about 18 different subjects, one after the other, but they all come down to the same thing. It's the fact that people are lying, people are marketing very well, because in this industry you kind of got to do something to stand out. You've got to do something to be different, so you got to promise the world, even if it's bullshit. Don't be caught out by it. Question everything you see, and if in doubt, ask us. We'll tell you the truth. We're not here to lie to you. We're not here to we're not trying to sell you anything right now. Just there's some very good people out there who put some very good information out, but there's a lot of people who are just lying. And they can mark it up however they want, but they're lying. And it's not fair on people spending hard-earned money trying to improve their health and trying to get better at fitness or anything, the people are just lying to him and getting it. We see it all the time. But yeah, that was the one for today. We had something else we were going to talk about. What was it, injuries or something? But
I'll just touch on one other thing. Like, if you're sat there watching this now, and I don't want this to come across wrong, but if you are overweight or if you want to lose weight, you may have even thought this yourself, like, I don't eat very much. But like I said, if you're not very active, then, to be honest, not eating very much in your head may still be too much for your activity levels. And if you're not really thinking about the little snacks you're having that aren't registering, the odd drink. So if you're sat there thinking, you know what, I don't really eat much and I don't really understand why I'm overweight or why I'm not where I want to be. And then you've got someone on Facebook saying, oh, I've upped Sarah's calories by 500 and she's losing weight, or all my clients are upping their calorie intake and they're all losing weight. That is going to be very attractive to you. They may tell you the truth when you sign up with them and say, this is actually what we're doing. Or they may not, I don't know, but it's not your fault. It's, like I say, it's just very clever marketing. So if you're sat there thinking, and someone says, oh, you can up your calorie intake or you can eat more and lose weight, then of course it's going to appeal to you. And it's probably going to appeal to you more than me and Pete sat here going, you need to drop your calories, you need to eat less, you need to exercise more. And you're going to go, well, fuck them too, because they sound like they're going to make my life miserable. He's going to give me a load of food, but he's probably not told you the actual circumstance it involves, and he's probably not told you he's going to get you doing an hour of cardio a day on top of your weights. There we go. I'm going to have to go because I've got a client, and I've got to double his calories. I'm going to tell him to only train once a week.
I'm trying to
and he'll be ripped by next week.
Yeah, I'm going to go have a cake.
Yeah, Pete's losing weight, to have a cake and
I've done it
just
by
sit around not doing
my
fuck
calories.
all.
Yeah.
Right, Deli Alley, see you later.